Tell me a bit about your organization.
I'm the founder of Pianos for Peace. It's a non-for-profit organization aiming to building peace through music and education. We have pianos, we paint them, we put them all on the streets to spread peace in the communities, and then we donate them to nursing homes, to educational systems, to healthcare facilities and other organizations in needs. So it's basically building peace through music.
During your intervention there on stage, you mentioned that Arab people aren't really citizens because of the lack of documentation which they have. Perhaps you could elaborate a bit on this.
I mean, what we are witnessing, according to the United Nations, is the largest humanitarian crisis in our modern history. We have thousands upon thousands of children without documentations that are being born in the refugee camps inside and outside Syria. And that's creating by itself another kind of a genocide. Imagine you don't even exist. Despite the fact that the majority of Syrian people are not even citizens due to the dictatorship that we have. So they don't have rights, they don't have any human rights, I mean, at least to talk about. So what I'm trying to do through my music is to unite efforts. Music unites people, to remind ourselves of our own humanity, to change the narrative and try to save one child. I believe one child is way too many. And through music we can definitely create a symphony for peace, a symphony of unity, so we can unite efforts to help the children and the suffering.
You also spoke about a particular story while you were on the panel regarding a child who was under an operation. Perhaps you could repeat this for our viewers.
I attended the funeral of Marie Colvin, the courageous American journalist who was killed in Homs by the dictator. And Marie's story and courage and her search for beauty and truth inspired me to actually go and meet the children of Syria. And one of the stories is this little kid on the operational room looking at the doctor, and he was literally dying. And the last thing he told the doctor is, "I will tell God everything." And he passed away. That story will stay in my heart, in my veins, in my music, in my orchestration forever. And as I mentioned, I'm not composing music for today, just to document the moment, like you're doing. I would like and imagine somebody 100 or 200 years from today looking back and reading history books, say, oh, what happened during the Syrian Revolution? And what happened during this great humanitarian crisis and millions of refugees in the sea drowning and experiencing a slow death? Here's a symphony, here's a poem. Because at the end of the day, how do you represent a nation? For example, Great Britain or America or Germany. Two pieces of art, the national anthem and the flag, to represent the history of that nation. And I truly believe that we are now forming our own nations. The price is heavy. It's very costly, but I'm hopeful and optimistic because I truly believe that the power of people is much stronger than people in power.